Hello everyone, Lauren here from Twin Soul Tarot. I just want to share with you today some of my thoughts about what's going on with the second stimulus package as well as what's happening in our country. The most dangerous threat to our country is not physical or economic, but it's our mental health. That is what's at stake. People cannot reach their God-given potential, letting that positive energy flow in their endeavors if they're worried about whether or not they're going to lose their home, if they're behind on utility bills, and if there's not enough at the end of the month to put good, healthy food on their tables. The good news is that people are starting to wake up. And when I say people, I mean those of us who are asking the right questions. Such as, how can the average person get ahead without borrowing money in the first place? All the gurus say that you can get into real estate without a credit line, for example. Well, they're all selling you down the river. So anyway, the demise of this system will cause unrest, and people will wake up to the fact that unbridled capitalism without a solid social safety net. Now, I'm not against free enterprise, okay? But when we're looking at capitalism as though it can just go on indefinitely and that we can continue to print fiat money without any recourse, we're just fooling ourselves. So anyway, I was saying that the unbridled capitalism without a solid social safety net is the surefire plan to ensure people who are poor that they stay poor. So, and I'm also with you this morning. I kind of failed to mention, but I'm also with you this morning doing a very short reading this morning. I'm just going to pull 4 cards this morning, and because we want to know for sure whether or not we're going to be getting a second stimulus package. There are people out there hurting. There are those who are on disability right now. And they're already just living on $700 a month for that matter. Most of them are on maximum disability. And there are people who are single parents. There are people who are just single individuals that tend to get taxed at a higher rate. One way or the other, we're all getting screwed, for lack of really a better word. And it's sadly so. It's sadly so. I do believe, however, that we are in a time of great change, and we are in a time where the spirit and our guides and our past loved ones are leading us from beyond the veil into a time where things and situations are going to get moved and changed and such, and certain disparities are going to come to light, and certain things are going to come to light. And when we see those certain things come to light, it's going to bring cataclysmic change in our system. What I see going forward is that Spirit's going to nudge us, and the conditions that we've been placed under are going to push us toward a universal basic income. Now, I want to mention right now that our welfare system is just so inefficient, and it's bogged down with so much paperwork. If you don't believe me, if you've applied for unemployment, even if there wasn't, a major pandemic going on right now, we're still faced with a very inefficient system that doesn't serve the people. And it's buried in paperwork, and party polarities expressly are designed to keep people poor and how is that supposed to lead to equal opportunity for all, is my question. So we are going to have great times ahead, great times of increased awareness, of rising consciousness, where we are concerned about our fellow man more than just the bottom line, the almighty dollar. So, however, we certainly do need our daily needs. We got to have our daily needs met, especially in this time. So that's going to get me back to doing a short read on the economic stimulus. So I'm going to pull a couple of cards, and I'm going to take a moment of meditation and a deep breath. Everybody take a deep breath. Who's watching my video? We just ask Spirit to come into our midst, and that's my kitty. She always wants to be a part of everything. Sweetheart, you got to move over a little bit, okay? Okay. She's a great cat. She feels the energy. Anyway, we ask Spirit to come in the midst of this reading right now and reveal to us, give us a solid yes or no, or at least some hints as to what we're going to see in the very near future in the near stimulus package. With regards to the HEROES bill that's being decided upon, it's being voted upon, I think, tomorrow on Friday in the Representatives, House of Representatives. So so I think we're ready to go. We're ready to start. And I'm just, like I said, I'm just going to do 4 cards, so it won't take very long unless Spirit leads a little deeper. So I'm going to cut the deck. Give it one more shuffle. Oh, the deck, by the way, the deck that I'm using right now is the deck created by Cathy Nichols. And it's just beautiful design work that she's done on these decks. Who knows how many hours it took for her to get this all done. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And it's her Synchronicity deck. So we're looking for symbols that are going to show us, reveal to us whether or not we're going to see a second stimulus check. So here we go. All right, Spirit, I ask you to reveal whether or not we're going to get a second stimulus check in the very near future, as in within the next month or 2. All right, we have intuition. Oh, let me place the cards so you can see them. Intuition. We have ready. I think we're all ready for it, but I'll go ahead and keep going here. Ready? We have joy. And we have Empress. Okay. Intuition. I might need to pull a couple more cards here. Planting seeds. I don't know if you can see that or not. I did the best I could with my camera angle. Treat. And the eagle. And we have speed. Okay. It might take me a few minutes. It might take me a minute or 2 to really this moment where patience comes, because I'm not sensing anything. All right, intuition. Well, that's a call for all of us to use our intuition. Ready? Joy. Before I go any further with this read, I'll tell you what I'm sensing in spirit. I sense we are going to get one more stimulus check. And I really don't think we're going to be able to move beyond a single stimulus check. And I think it's going to be the same amount or maybe slightly more. But it's probably just going to be $1,200. And I don't think it's going to be placed. I don't think it's going to be what we're expecting, which is the HEROES bill, for it to be distributed through the HEROES bill. I think it's going to be distributed through the next bill coming up. So I think we're looking at the next bill coming up. I'd say these cards at a whole speed, really. Speed. I'd say these cards at a whole are telling us to use our intuition, plant the seeds. You know what I'm sensing? If we're using our intuition and we're planting seeds and we're getting ready, we're going to see, I think this Empress card is, we're seeing a difference. We're going to see a difference in, I've been hearing about this, and I think we're going to see a difference. We're going to see somebody completely new. There's going to be something major happening in office, and we're going to see somebody totally new, and it's going to be as a result of something that another tarot reader mentioned, and it really resonated with me, so I'm going to share it with you because I really do think that this is going to happen, and I think we're going to see an unveiling and some whistleblowing of some major things that we don't know about right now. And I think it's going to have to do with our president and or a particular member of Congress. But I think things are going to get moved and situated because of it. It's going to change. And somebody is going to be placed in office, not even through votes, but largely through the everything changing and rearranging. So look for that. I know that's a lot of what people might consider speculation, but it's something to keep in mind. It's what I'm sensing in my spirit, and I'm also got these cards just saying, use your intuition, use your intuition. So the cards are moving me beyond reading the cards to just use my intuition, and that's what my intuition is telling me. See if that resonates with you. See what you think about that. I think but back to the cards for a second, I think if we do plant the seeds and we raise that consciousness, it's us who's going to change what's going on, because other than that, it's going to stay exactly the same. If we don't raise our levels of consciousness, raise that level of vibration, that energy will stay low, and we're the ones who are going to raise it up. We're the ones who are going to see massive changes. We're the ones who are going to take concrete, monumental steps toward ending poverty. Because if the system stays the way it is, right, the system just stays the way it is, poverty will continue. As a matter of fact, it's going to increase. And it's going to get worse, and it's going to get worse. But that as it gets worse, the darkest hour is before the dawn. So as it gets worse, we'll also gradually see the change. But our intuition and our planting of seeds of joy, of readiness, the eagle spirit, that free spirit, is going to bring that new situation into office. It's a lot to read out of just oracles, but that's what I'm sensing. And that's what I'm sensing from these cards, and that's what I'm sensing from my intuition. And I should probably mention that I do possess a psychology degree, and I just started reading cards, but I have been, my psychic intuition has increased, it's a millionfold. After my husband passed on, I was able to hear things, see things, my clairaudience, my clairsentience, all the clairs just rose up, and now I live by those. I experience them daily. I can see things. I have a sense of smell now that is out of this world, and anyway, but enough about me. Definitely enough about me. Anyway, the thing is, I think we are going to see a second stimulus bill, and I think we're going to see some huge changes in government. And I will be back tomorrow. I just wanted to do this reading. I wanted to stop and do this reading because I thought it felt so important. I am tomorrow going to put up another reading, get back to Twin Soul Tarot and pick up where I left off. Like I said, it is the first couple of times I've done this, and so my channel that I've launched, Twin Soul Tarot, with Lauren Todd, is going to be, I'm going to do readings daily. So if you do like what I'm doing here and you do see some benefit in it, I would love for you to like and subscribe. And and like I said, I'm going to go back to the readings that I was doing specifically on twin souls, and I'll also be focusing on something that very few people have done, and that is I'll be focusing on people whose twin soul has passed on. Okay, so I hope you liked the reading. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you. Bye-bye.